2001, the Vine Trust from Bo'ness, an international interdenominational charity, sent an ex-Royal Navy fleet tender to the Peruvian Amazon to work in the development of a health service for up to 100,000 people. Since then, much has been achieved in the development of the Amazon Hope Medical Project, and from those humble beginnings, significant things are now happening throughout Amazonia, with a quarterly visiting health service being provided by Amazon Hope 1 and Amazon Hope 2, and through the participation of over 100 volunteers on an annual basis from throughout the United Kingdom. We're also involved in developing Scripture Union Peru's street children's work, which we have been partnering with them since 2001. And by the end of next year, over 300 children will be in full-time residential facilities provided by Scripture Union Peru. We very much hope that you too will become involved in supporting this work and connecting with people in order to change lives. Currently, our support involves sending in excess of 300 volunteers each year from the United Kingdom and the United States to work alongside Union Biblica personnel in delivering the health service and constructing new residential centres for street children in Iquitos, Ica, Yungay, La Merced, and shortly in the Sacred Valley near Pisac and Cusco. Why? Because we all believe in the dignity of human life. And for those people of faith, we also believe in the sanctity of each human life. In Victorian Britain, we faced similar issues to those faced by the poor of Peru at this time. Child labour, exploitation, malnutrition, and even child prostitution. Our great cities also suffered from cholera, typhoid, and the inadequate supply of clean water and sanitation. Through this project, which started with the efforts of one man with a football playing football at Plaza San Martin in the heart of Lima with street children back in 1989 during the terror years of Sendero Luminosa, remarkable progress has been made. Children, once hated by an indifferent public, have grown up to become successful young men running micro-enterprise projects, which in turn fund the ongoing children's work, while others have graduated from high school and college and now make their way in life in many vocations, including accountancy, engineering, carpentry, and baking. Each year we also welcome visiting businessmen and representatives from churches who wish to become involved in supporting the project through their business connections and sending volunteers. Currently, one church from Cooper in Scotland, with support from all Christian denominations in their town, are raising £100,000 to establish a street children's centre in Ica. And several people from the business community are networking to secure support for the growth of micro-enterprise projects within Peru in order to provide for the project's long-term needs. A major need at this time is securing sponsorship for 1,200 barrels of diesel fuel for the Amazon Hope Medical Project, to enable Amazon Hope 1 and 2 to work 3 weeks of every month, delivering care to the river communities. On a typical trip, over 2,000 people will be seen by the vessel and its crew. In 2006, 50,265 patients were seen by the project, which we aim to double with the arrival of our second ship. Vida Peru is also seeking to support the project through providing the drugs required for each ship and our clinic in Puerto Belén, Iquitos. Another example of support was the gifting of a second ship, Amazon Hope 2, and its 11-month refit, courtesy of BAE Systems at Barrow-in-Furness, UK, and the local communities and businesses. Our hope is that you too will become involved in supporting this work, and in so doing give hope to some of the poorest people of Peru and reduce the poverty that afflicts so many. One of the great lies in life is that ordinary people can do nothing, that the problems are too great, and that we need to leave them for other people to deal with. In the UK, it was the writer Bertrand Russell that reminded us that the worst sin towards our fellow creatures is not to hate them, but to be indifferent to them. This is the very essence of inhumanity. And over in Peru, through the remarkable work of our hoarder in the La Parada market district of Lima, we are reminded of the caring Christian words of Mother Teresa of Calcutta. Those who are unwanted and unloved, those who walk through the world with no one to care for them, do we go out to meet them? Do we know them? Do we try to find them?